You sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure. You.
Hello and welcome to Saturday night with the NBA on 2K Sports. An exciting game on the way. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with MP, and it's Moody in at the 3. And for San Antonio, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
And he gets it to go.
Well, Butler not able to get to the rim, but he gets the floater to go.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Vassell, a screen on Curry. Fox against Curry. MP with the block. Outside Moody. And they double up MP. It's good. Off the glass.
Sticking with it, MP. The youngster playing with passion.
Fox, the pass to Sohan. Vassell outside, from outside the arc. Here's Wembanyama. Goes back up. MP with the block.
Great effort from MP. We don't see that a ton from players his age.
Podziemski into the lane, and he comes up with a bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Castle. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama, a screen on Butler. Back to Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Pass to MP. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. To the middle. Oh, they pick off the pass. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. And he buries his first look.
And really a two-way force in transition. Sohan will run out on the break, and he can get back quickly on defense as well.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes, their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Green's checked in for Podziemski. Vassell. Oh, MP with a block. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. Pass to Castle. Beyond the arc. The rebound by MP. The Warriors leading. Green in the post. He's against Sohan. Now MP. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Vassell passes to Sohan. Over to the left wing. Pass to Fox. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wembanyama. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Outside Moody. Green with a screen on Wembanyama. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Well, the way MP runs screen and roll, you think he's been in this league for over a decade.
Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. And here's Wembanyama. The three ball. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Curry. Coach, when you watch Wemby, it's not the height that jumps out. It's the way he moves with that height.
Yeah, Brian, I've been around the NBA a long time, and you think you've seen it all. But when you see someone with Wembanyama's size and the things he can do, his ball handling, his shooting range, the way he moves, blocking shots, this guy is one of a kind.
Feels like he's emerging as the face of the NBA soon.
I think that's what we all expect.
The Spurs making a switch here. Mamukelashvili's checked in. Johnson for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, look at Johnson dialing it in from long distance.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. MP inside. Oh, a big slam!
Oh my gosh, the athleticism.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Now here's Barnes. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. From deep, Johnson. And it's MP with a rebound. The Warriors have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Shot and game clock separated by 5. From the low block. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Meeting the defense's challenge, that's really all you can ask of a young player like MP.
That free throw misses. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for San Antonio. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. So he comes up empty, missing both. And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. To the paint. And stolen by Green. MP scanning the floor. It's stolen by Fox. Just 3 on the clock. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. Tie game in San Antonio. And back in a moment. Some good action already in this one. But a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
On the floor for the Warriors. Draymond Green is out there with MP. Then it's Buddy Hield. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Kuminga in at small forward.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside. Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Out to the right wing. Oh, stolen by Payton. And he drives in. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Mamukelashvili, no good.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Oh! MP capping off the lob in style.
Well, when you talk about how MP can score the ball, the possibilities are endless.
Fox outside. Pass to Mamukelashvili. San Antonio again can't hit.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's MP. Back to Kuminga. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. MP outside. 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. The offensive rebound. He shoots again. MP getting it done inside.
Yeah, excellent play by MP on the offensive glass, working to keep the play alive.
Outside Paul. Outside Johnson. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
Well, you want to stop Johnson, but he figures out a way to hurt you with the pass.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Sohan comes in for Barnes. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And Castle subbed in for Chris Paul. Now here's MP. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Yeah, and Wembanyama is working to become more efficient from that mid-range area.
MP inside. He's against Sohan. Curry passes to MP. Power move from MP.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Vassell outside. Closing it on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Knocks it down from distance. Vassell's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
Back to Fox. No good on the shot. Good D by Rose.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Sohan with a rebound. Spurs trail by 5. Pass to Castle. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Rose has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Curry finds Rose. Fires from deep. That's good from Curry on the assist by MP. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Sohan outside. There's the triple. Hits the trifecta.
Off the catch, Sohan is pretty reliable. He's a smart shooter, and he won't pass up those high percentage opportunities.
Now here's Curry. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Stephen Curry.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
Paul, he's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Butler passes to Rose. Outside Curry. Back to MP. Pass to Curry. Shoots over Paul. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Curry's got 5 points.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Castle for 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your
Let's look now and see. Thanks for joining us.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Hey, you look at MP in this game. He's been everywhere.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Sochan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the 3. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter out here, too.
Good-looking guy.
Now here's MP. 18 points for him. Butler taking his time here. Back to MP. The shot from 20 feet out. Rebounded by the Spurs. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Pass to Castle. Fires the 3. The rebound by MP. MP's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Castle.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Curry with it. Back to Rose. Outside Moody. 5 on the clock. MP against Wembanyama.
The near 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama. I mean, that will disrupt shots. Believe that.
Here's Fox. Jimmy Butler with a rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Back to Fox. Sochan outside. There's the 3. San Antonio again can't hit. The Warriors lead by 7. Here's Podziemski. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Spurs trail by 5. Here's Fox. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Fox has got his first bucket in this one.
Smart play by Fox. If you can't find penetration, take what you can get. He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances. Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And MP throws it down.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Johnson for 3. And it's MP with a rebound. The Warriors lead by 5. Puts it up from 15. Again, Golden State.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Here's Castle. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game.
And they're going to play 94 feet of defense here. They're going to try to make something happen with the full court press.
Here's Castle. Wembanyama with it. Now Podziemski defending. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Warriors have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Screen by MP. Oh, serious gut check points from Moody.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Fox for 3. On target from range. Fox has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, hats off to Fox. He really has upgraded that three-point stroke.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Now here's Rose. Wembanyama with some nice D.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Paul finds Johnson. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Rose. No good with a fallback jumper.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Down low. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, the young fella finds a way. MP using the pump fake to perfection.
He does not get the second one. Spurs trail by 4. And here's Paul. Right side, Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the easy 2.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
3. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired.
Checked in for San Antonio. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle, and Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. They double him with Moody. So on the floor for Golden State, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. MP is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Moody in at the 3.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
MP, the flush!
And the defense is going to remember this. They might try to make MP pay for it.
And Fox has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. 9-point game. Here's Mamukelashvili. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Green finds Rose. MP staying focused.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Fox. The Warriors pull it in.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Rose outside. From downtown. Barnes with the rebound. Spurs trail by 9. Pass to Fox. To the left wing. Castle for 3. He buries it from 3.
Always ready to fire. Castle wasting no time.
For San Antonio, Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Sohan comes in for Barnes, and it's Devin Vassell in for Johnson. And Golden State also making a switch. Butler's checked in for Green. Outside Podziemski. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
1:57 left in the fourth. For the Spurs, this one not looking good. Fox outside. Oh, MP with a block. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Stephen Curry. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around in the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. They set the screen. Stolen by Vassell. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Pass to Sohan. Fox outside. Crafty move. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama making it look easy.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Rose. Rebound by San Antonio. This lead is up for grabs.
Yeah, each possession has an importance.
Vassell can't get it to go. Golden State has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to Rose. Fox against Curry. Outside Butler. Outside Moody. 6 to shoot. Outside Butler. Back to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And that's real leadership right there by MP. That is big time.
.40 seconds left in the fourth. Wembanyama. Good D by MP. And so they foul intentionally. And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
Pass to Vassell. Lets the 3 fly. He connects. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Well, they needed a bucket right there. And it's Vassell who answers the call.
Good on the first. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good. And it's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
There's 25 seconds left in the game. Tipped. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Here's Rose. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And so the Warriors take the win. And they barely squeezed out the win.
Good game, MP. Still want that jersey?
Yeah, man, for sure. You saw how hard I was working out there.
Then let's do it.
Oh, man, I appreciate it.
Hey, you earned it, bro.
You did your thing, bro. Good luck the rest of the season.
You too, man. Stay healthy.
You too.
Okay, then. That's how we stand on business.
Get ready to rumble, young blood.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight.
Coming right up, the Warriors taking on the Nets. For Golden State, they can't be too disappointed, playing over 500 ball the last 10 games. But this team feels they're better than that and look to prove it with a big win tonight. Nets, Warriors, coming right up. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns.
And the matchup against the Nuggets, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Williams is out there with Johnson. Then there's Cam Thomas. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Sharp in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Warriors, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Payton, and it's Rose in at the 5, roaming the paint. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA, and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
Nice find by D'Angelo. He's always had that great vision.
Pass to Podziemski. Payton outside. Drains the three-pointer.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them. he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And Williams with the basket on the assist from Thomas.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. It's a three-point game, and this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And really an odd series between them a year ago as they couldn't get a win in either meeting.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
That's good from Stephen Curry. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
You knew eventually they were going to miss one. At least you hope.
Back to MP. Count that bucket.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Now, here's Payton. Curry with the bounce pass. 4-on-3 break. Thomas passes to Sharp. And now Rose running the floor all by himself. And the dunk by MP.
And that's how you execute in the open floor. Great job by MP to get to his spot.
Outside Thomas. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Payton outside. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Payton with the screen. Off target from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
It's Thomas, high post. 23 points his last outing. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Sharp's got 10 points.
Not just a scorer, Thomas also shows he's a capable passer.
Curry passes to Butler. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Cameron Thomas.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. And the Nets making a change here as well. Johnson's checked in. And so it's Brooklyn with it. 3-point lead. Here's Sharp. Outside for Thomas. Three-pointer. Tries again. Outside, Russell fires the three. Warriors with the rebound. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Thomas. Sharp with a screen on Payton. Johnson wide open. He fires. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. And now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. Here's Sharp. Following the basket by MP. Unloads from 9. Thomas, no luck. The Warriors have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Nice possession. MP giving him a great look there.
Johnson outside. Russell finds Johnson. Now here's Thomas. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that time, also a missed shot.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Russell against Curry. Back to MP. Tips it up. MP on the follow. MP's got 10 points. Now here's Thomas. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. And Sharp has it in the corner. Great look, but off the mark. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Buddy Hield is out there with Moses Moody. Then it's Green. Then it's MP. And it's Kuminga in at the 3, the small forward. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, for the Warriors this summer, there was disappointment seeing their longtime trio broken up with the departure of Klay Thompson. But many around the league felt like with the additions they've made, this team is actually upgraded. So, guys, we'll see how they hold up in this crowded Western Conference. Do Steph Curry and Draymond Green have enough?
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Martin, the pass to Watford. Claxton with it. It's stolen by Hield. Pass to Moody. Back to MP. MP powers through the contact inside.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Johnson outside. Over Hield. Johnson's shot is off. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Kings.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted. See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
MP deciding where to go with it. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Claxton with the steal. Outside, Martin. Pass to Claxton. Outside, Williams. Unloads. Warriors with the rebound. Rose has got 7 rebounds in the game. Kuminga dishes to Green. Rose. Inside. MP gets it.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Johnson. To the middle. He's looking for Claxton and finds him. Lays it up off the glass. Claxton's got 4 this quarter. In this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Butler, he's checked in for Kuminga. Pajemski's coming in for Moody. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Heel. Then for the Nets, Day'Ron Sharpe, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Johnson comes in for Martin. And it's Wilson in for Williams. Now here's Rose. He picked up 30 points in their last win against San Antonio. Oh, MP slamming it down.
Looks like MP's been practicing those in his backyard growing up.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Sharpe sets the pick for Johnson. Johnson outside. Wilson kicks to Johnson. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors leading by 7. Green finds Rose. Outside Curry. Back to Rose. Over Sharpe. The rebound by Sharpe. Sharpe's got 6 rebounds now in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now, here's Johnson. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Sharpe. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The recent history of the Nets. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And so it's Golden State with it. 4-point game. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Thomas passes to Williams. Here's Sharpe. Sharpe with a screen on Curry. Russell with the bucket.
Oh, that's a silky 3-point shot from Russell. He can be consistent from out there.
Curry against Russell. It's stolen by Johnson.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Curry against Russell. Johnson sets the screen for Russell. It's stolen by Curry. That shot is off. MP getting it done for the Warriors. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball.
That is more than enough.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look exactly wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. We've got Sharp. Williams is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then there's Cam Thomas. And it's Russell in at the point guard.
And MP is one of those guys you just love watching because he plays with such confidence, hunger, and a smile.
Jimmy Butler finds a way through inside.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And another turnover here by Brooklyn. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
No, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break. And very happy, and we all are, for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. And if you listen to Cam Johnson talk about shooting, my goodness, RJ, he is a student of the game.
Studies a lot of different shooters, constantly analyzing his own footwork. And you know what? The result speaks for themselves.
And here's Russell after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry.
You should know a young guy like MP is looking to send that shot all the way into the crowd.
Golden State moving it around to the inside. And MP throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Russell following the score by Golden State. Thomas kicks to Russell. Pass to Johnson. Back to Russell. Shot clock at 6. Can they get it? It's hauled in by MP. MP's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Butler, no good. Nets trail by 10. Pulls up on the elbow, and he drops that one in. Thomas got 5.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
MP finds Butler. Butler off a pick from Rose. Butler passes to MP. To the paint. Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Boy, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 7. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one. Floats it up for MP with the powerful alley-oop.
What execution. MP getting up high for that finish.
Nets trail by 6. It's Thomas on the wing. Here's Sharp. Warriors with the rebound. MP's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. The Nets also changing it up. Trendon Watford comes in for Johnson. And it's Johnson in for Russell. Johnson with it. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Warriors leading by 6. Here's Curry. Outside Butler. At the elbow, it's MP. And Curry has it in the corner. Curry getting it done inside.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Johnson, the pass to Thomas. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp, and it's Wilson in for Williams. Nets trail by 8. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Thomas. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Thomas got 7 points.
Oh, Thomas can be scary when he's getting points inside. That really rounds out his game.
Here's Curry. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Nick Claxton. You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard, and you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
The shot by Wilson, no good. Warriors leading by 8. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Oh, and slam it down!
Yeah, that...
Oh, did you see that?
I'm speechless.
Oh, man.
Here's Johnson following the basket by MP. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Claxton. Now Wilson. And here's Martin. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Martin's got his first points of the night. MP fires from way outside. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm. Warriors with some changes. MP's checked in for Buck. Payton comes in for John. Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Stephen Curry in for Hield. To tie it up. And the rejection by MP. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Rose is out there with Green, and it's Payton in at the 3 slot. Johnson outside. Russell sets a screen for Johnson. Pass to Johnson. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Russell dishes to Thomas. Sharp with a screen on Payton. Thomas, it's a wide open look. The Warriors pull it in. Rose has got his 16th rebound on the night. And Curry has it in the corner. Outside Rose. Payton with the screen for Rose. Outside for Curry. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Rose, he drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And now a 5-point Warrior lead.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And the Warriors making a change here. Butler's checked in, and the Nets making a change here as well. Williams is checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. During that break, listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. Now, he begged his players to keep it simple out there. He told them one possession at a time. Don't look at the scoreboard. What's most important is running our plays and being aggressive defensively. We'll see if they can follow that game plan. Guys?
Thank you, David. Curry, a screen on Williams. Payton passes to Rose. Over Sharp. And it's Rose missing. Nets trail by 3. Williams gets to Thomas. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. Missed inside. Down low. Using his athleticism, MP with the play.
What a gutsy bucket. MP showing a lot of poise at the right moment.
Here's Thomas. Drives to the hoop. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
They needed that bucket, and Thomas is demonstrating some leadership, helping them get it.
Williams against Payton. Pass to Sharp. Now here's Thomas. High arcing shot. MP grabs the miss. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They've led by as much as 10. And Rose throws it down.
And these are the moments he's worked for. MP delivering down the stretch.
Thomas surveying the D. Sharp, the pass to Johnson. Rebound by Rose. And it's the Warriors' ball. Leading by 5.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's the floater. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Eager to prove he can carry the load, Thomas comes up big in the clutch.
And the basket by MP. MP's got 37.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Johnson, that's for 2. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Here's Butler. Grabs the rebound again. This kind of effort is amazing.
And he will not be denied.
Pass to Johnson. And again with the rebound.
Collecting yet another board.
He's been everywhere. Just sensational. So we see the Warriors get the win here.
You earned that one.